right, everybody, I want you to work with me here. Everybody inhale, take a deep breath. And now exhale. Now touch somebody and say, today's the best day of your life. Just touch somebody, today's the best day of your life. Today's the best day of your life. The reason why I say this is because according to the World Health Organization, last night, 150,000 people died. 150,000 people didn't get to see the sunrise today. 150,000 people didn't get to see their loved ones anymore. 150,000 people missed out an opportunity to make today better than yesterday. My question to you is, what will you do with the opportunity that's been placed in front of you? Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and distinguished guests, today is the best day of your life because as you just saw, you were able to breathe in and breathe out. You're alive. You can do so much more. And we take that for granted. 150,000 people will never experience what you're going to experience today. And if God willing you live tomorrow, they will not be able to experience that either. And so many times we complain about life. I'm guilty of it. Woke up this morning, I was like, oh, it was sunny, it was awesome. I came today and it's pouring rain. But nonetheless, today is the best day of my life. Why? Because I have opportunities. Yesterday, I had my should've, my could've, my would'ves, and that's gone. That's never coming back. Not gonna be able to repeat it. Call it a wrap. Tomorrow's not promised to you, and it's not promised to me. So why am I going to put off what I can do today in hopes of tomorrow? Why do I insist on letting the moment pass me by instead of taking hold of what I have today and doing something with it? Ladies and gentlemen, James Dean had this quote where he said, dream as if you live forever, but live as if you die today. And I thought about that. What are my dreams? What are your dreams? What do you desire to do? What are your aspirations? What are you putting on hold and think I'll do it tomorrow? Or I'll do it the next day? Only to repeat the same cycle. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it the next day. And eventually, guess what? You never do it. You never do it. We just heard a speech which was powerful because it said, live life. Life is beautiful. And yet, we intend on driving down this highway of life, looking in our rearview mirror and going, man, shoot, I wish I could have done that. Man, that passed me by again. What have you accomplished in life? And that's not to insult you, but really, what have you accomplished in life? Then start doing it now. What's your battle plan for accomplishing something? Are you writing it down and saying, that new job that I saw, am I going to wait till tomorrow and hope that still is pending? Or am I going to start writing that resume? Am I going to start making that phone call today? Am I going to go and buy a new suit today? What are you going to do? I remember walking into the park and I saw the spider web. And I was just sitting there, it's an ordinary spider web. And then it caught my attention. That spider made that web. That spider actually does something that I think we all should do. And I want you to take home with this. I want you to pee 3 times. Let that stick in. I want you to pee 3 times. I want you to A, have a purpose. I want you to be persistent. And 3, be prepared. See that spider? Made a spider web. And it's a beautiful spider web. To us it means nothing. But how many times has that spider had to, the purpose. The purpose of the spider web is to do what? To catch food. That's the purpose. That's why it doesn't do it so that you and I can be impressed by it. You care less about it. So when I ask people, don't be impressed by what I do. I didn't do it for you, I did it for me. This is a purpose to why I'm here on this earth. You and I are not here to take up space and residence. So do something. The spider designed that spider web. And the purpose was to catch food. And yet the winds of life pass by. It rains, like it is today. It's windy like it will probably be tomorrow. And that spider web is taken down. So what does the spider do? He does it again. Builds it. And what happens? The winds of life knock it down. Do you think that spider is sitting there shaking his one leg? Oh, come on, guys, this isn't fair. I've been working 3 hours to do this. This is garbage. Or do you think he sits there and just makes that spider web again? And if it doesn't work, he goes to another spot. His purpose is to do something of importance. And he will not let you, me, or anything else hold him back. So what's holding you back? And that's the purpose. 2 is persistence. I love this quote by Winston Churchill, where he says, success is not final. Failure is not fatal. But it is the courage to continue. That's what counts. See, that spider had his web destroyed. So what does he do? He had the courage to do it again, and to do it again, to never give up. That's an awesome saying. We hear it 100 times. Athletes say it, their mom will say it, teachers say it, but it sits in here. But until it gets into here, it means nothing. Never give up. Take today as a day where you're going to now put something into motion, where you're going to stand up and go, I will make a difference. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but unless I take that first step, you're never going to go anywhere. Be persistent. Be persistent. Third thing is what I like to call the preparation. What are you preparing for? What are you preparing for? You see, that sounds kind of oxymoron. Sounds kind of maybe out to left field for many of us. But you see, when the spider created that spider web, his purpose was for what? What was he preparing for? Opportunity. The opportunity could have been a butterfly that floats right by and gets caught in his web. Or the ant that scurries by and gets caught in his web. You see, if the spider doesn't create that web, then guess what? He doesn't get to eat. And he probably won't live. So what are you preparing for? Basketball coach great John Wooden, college basketball coach, he says when opportunity comes, it's too late. I thought back when opportunity comes, that should be a great thing. Yeah, but if you're not ready for it, then it's too late. So what are you doing to prepare for the next step? What are you doing? I want that next job. I already wrote up a resume for a job that I want to go after. Well then, what am I preparing for? I'd better know what the company's all about. I'd probably know what they stand for. So when I get into the interview and they ask me questions, I don't have the deer in headlight look. I can actually speak to them intelligently. And that probably gives me a better level than the next person. Probably that edge. What are you preparing for? Why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you here? Preparing for something, I hope. Most of you probably work in businesses where you just never know that the CEO might come down and say, James, I need for you to make a presentation in 2 weeks. Can you make it happen? And then leave. But James is nervous. James doesn't know how to do PowerPoint. James doesn't know how to do it. But he's here so he can prepare. So when that boss does come, it's not a problem. I can make it happen. Because guess what? That might be his opportunity to move up in the company. Because when opportunity comes, if you miss it, somebody else might get it. One thing I've learned about life is no respecter of persons. It doesn't care about your age, your color, your creed, your gender, your status. Could care less. And when it comes, it's not asking you. It's like a thief in the night. Thieves don't call you and say, hey, I'm going to rob you. They just come. So opportunity will come for you. Are you prepared for it? You know what your purpose is. But if you don't, you need to find that. Because if you can find that, be persistent in going to the distance and doing what needs to be done. The past is done. Your future might not be promised to you. But today's a gift. Will you open it? Will you take advantage of it? Because I can guarantee you, today is the best day of your life. Thank you.